What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and EA Sports has done it again. They've patched the game probably through one of those roster updates. I wonder what they're gonna do after the season is completely over. How they're gonna like sneak these patches in, but that's neither here nor there. Pretty much what's happening is the running game is back, and I'm gonna explain to you guys how to do it, what you need to do, and the type of plays that you need to run in order to make it successful. All right, so look, some of you guys are struggling to win games. I saw some of you guys in Weekend League, you guys were getting like 7 wins, 8 wins, but some of the guys that started off with that lower level has since increased. Many of you guys as newer subscribers are gonna learn now that we do certain things here on the channel, and I show you stuff here also, here and also at GmiasWorld Gaming, with full gameplays on how you can actually get yourself better to adjust to the gimmicks of the game. Because Madden 21 is not really a skill-based game, it's about who has the better glitches, right? So we all know that in order to be a decent player, you have to accept that fact, right? We are a Raiders theme team, so we don't have, like my interior alignment, with the exception of Matt, I don't have a lot of players that can unlock certain abilities as O-linemen, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what's going on. So pretty much with the run game, Power O kind of takes over for stretch. So you may see people, whether it's a pro, guys that are winning a lot of games in Weekend League, we got 20 this past week, they know to run Power O over stretch because people can run big nickel, and what they'll do is they'll not take a shower for 6 weeks, and they'll sit over the top of your center after they pinch their line, crash them out, and they'll shoot the gap and hit you in the backfield. All right, so because of that, I'm going to start doing that as well. Obviously, if it's necessary, we can run that run D, but I have decent run D. But if I needed to not take a shower also and run that defense, I would do that as well. Pretty much like I said, big nickel over G, pinch your D line, crash them out, sit over the top of one of the linebackers, which preferably is a strong safety, usually Taylor Mays, and just shoot the gap. Just wait, run right through the gap, and hit the guy in the backfield because most run plays allow you to just come right in the gap. It's a problem with EA Sports because the developers create nano detection, but then it doesn't make any sense how people can just run right through on run plays. But that's neither here nor there. The ability that you're going to be looking to put on your players to enhance your Power O is Puller Elite. Now, with that ability, right, if you choose to use that ability, it's relatively cheap, right? But it definitely significantly increases effectiveness of pull blocks. Now, I experienced it live. Shout out to you guys that were there with me during the Twitch stream. That video will be available on GmiasWorld Gaming, but I don't need to tell you guys that because you guys are already subscribed over there and you're watching the full-length gameplays and enjoying it and going wild. But this Puller Elite is what makes it so OP. Now, what exactly does this do? For me, if you use like Run Stopper, no outsiders, different type of run things, inside stuff, this kind of nullifies it. And when I say kinda, you can still play it with your run defensive chems, but this really holds up the defensive line. So you'll see a guy come out that just bought an ebook and he'll run eye tight the entire game and he'll have 2 Puller Elites, right? The way that it works, like you're obviously gonna put it on a center or a guard, or you could put it on a center and a guard. In the case with the guy that I played, he had it on his center and guard because you want to put it on guys that typically pull. The center sometimes pulls, the guard sometimes pulls. If you have really wacky plays, depending on how it works, I wouldn't put it on a tackle. You know what I'm saying? I would just, put Nasty Streak on tackles. But for Puller Elite, center or the guard, typically on the same side. For me to describe exactly what happened, the guy came out in eye tight. He had it on his center, he had it on his guard on the right side of the ball, right? So look, when he hiked the ball to run Power O, these guys went crazy and just smashed up my D line. So what does that do? It makes a player that, you don't need to have run stick because that chem is opening up the lane. It's making it so that your player can actually gain a lot of yards. So the reason that I'm explaining it to some of you guys is, for those of you guys that told me how many Weekend League games you got, my job as a creator is to make you get more. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to go out and just be like, oh, bro, you only got 8, what's up? No, I'm going to tell you, if you're struggling with the scheme that you're running right now, you are now going to be running the ball. That's what you're going to be doing. And you're going to get more wins because you're going to frustrate the opponent. The same way the guy that I played frustrated me, but he sucked at Madden and we were able to still beat him. That won't happen with you, because you're gonna have a scheme behind it, right? You're gonna need 2 Puller Elites. We just saw what it was. 600 training, 1 AP. Now remember, after EA Sports gets put onto this, they're going to patch it. But until they do, you're gonna get wins, right? Whatever else you're doing with your O-line, I don't care. This is just something to make you be able to be a little bit more formidable in the run game. So you're going to need 2 puller elites, center, guard, right? That's done. With the way that I would run it, typically, I would make sure that I have a quarterback that has hot route master. Because if we go and we run something like I wing, like the guys that are doing it now, that refuse to take showers, what's going to happen is you're going to be unique because you're going to be doing it off of me showing you. So you're going to have a different twist to it, which means that you probably didn't take a shower in a couple of days, but you're not as bad as the other guys. With the hot route master, you're going to be able to now run different play action out of the same set. Because obviously just running the ball every play is not going to be the best move, but you can do it. Like the guy that I played earlier, you can literally come out and run the ball every snap with puller elite and just have a good old time. But I want to make sure that if you need to pass, you're going to pass out of that same set. All right? So let's go take a look at some of the playbooks that have I wing. I believe off the rip that Seattle has it, right? So we're going to go ahead and leave Ultimate Team. We're going to take a look at some of the playbooks to make sure that you guys have the full gist of what's going on. Because it's very important that you guys get your weekend league victories up, because when I'm asking you guys about what you're doing and the grinding and all the stuff like that, some of you guys are saying you're not able to get at least, to 13 wins. Like, listen, most of you guys have gone up though, okay? And you guys like, yo, Gmi, thank you for all the tips, but for those of you guys that are newcomers, we need you to also be able to get up there. So look, they have H-wing. Now, is it the same thing? Probably, but you're looking for power O. So let me see, Seattle, yeah, Seattle has power O. So pretty much you see that left guard that's pulling in like if you look at the play art right there, that left guard is pulling on the left side of the center, okay? Would you put it on him? The guy that I played had it on the center and on the guard to the right side. I don't know why he did that. So maybe he wasn't running the Seattle version because it looks like the left guard is the one that's always pulling. But for some reason, the way that he was doing it, he was just able to do whatever he wants. And I don't know what he was doing. I have no idea what he was doing. It was just the wildest thing ever, and it was working. So pretty much, Seattle has that H wing in front of it. It just said wing for him. So what do we have? Tight here? Does Tight have power O? Power O. It looks like it's always going to be that guard. So I guess realistically, you would only need 1. Why would he have 2 unless, for whatever reason, EA just had it lighting up and he was going crazy on me? I don't know how he was doing it. It was really, really intense though. Like so intense that I had to go and say, yo, bro, all right, cool. We got to do something about this. We got to get this out there. Now, for me, I run the run and gun playbook, so I don't have those power O's, but I do have, right here. It looks like, power alert, X smoke. It looks like all of them is that left guard. So whatever, okay, the power G right here, it looks like it has that guard on the same side. Yeah, it's the center, so it's the right guard. So typically, if he would have ran power G, he probably would have went crazy on me. And then right here, it looks like 2 people are pulling with the toss. You got the guard and then you have the tackle. And okay, so you're going to have to go through whichever one works best for you and like kind of probably lab it in the alignment. For me, I would probably, if you're going to try it out, run with Seattle's playbook, because I've actually used Seattle's playbook before, and Seattle's playbook is no joke. They have a lot of other things that you can run in case you want to. Like if you're having difficulty running an offense like this, Seattle has a lot of good stuff in it. But typically the power, all the stuff looks like that left guard. So I guess he just put the guy there on the right side because I have a feeling that no matter what, they're gonna light up. And because they were lighting up, the guy was having the time of his life. Really, really having a good time. So let me see, hold up. All these are just tight and twin tight end. We're gonna try to find a wing. And then this is tight and close. Close also is really good too. A lot of people run close with the power O out of close, and it goes crazy as well. Let me see, dude. Okay, but this one doesn't have it, so that doesn't really matter. Carolina doesn't have it in their playbook. Let's go through Chicago. You guys got it? No. All right. So what is that? There's New Orleans. New Orleans. The Saints might have a variation of it. Cleveland, slot tight, twin tight end, pro close. Do you have power O in here? Power O, no, you got stretch, you got sweep. All right, so you guys don't have that either. And these close sets, guys, you got to understand when you compare. Okay, here goes H-wing. It's the same thing though. So it looks like it's going to be H-wing. I don't just see wing out there, unless some playbooks have it and some don't. When you run these tight sets like this, you have to understand people are going to be more inclined to blitz. So the reason that I'm trying to find the right playbook for you guys is because I'm going to need you guys to have, like I said, deep crossers from it. Because if you have deep crossers already in the play, that works. But in most cases, you're going to need Hot Route Master. Because Hot Route Master will make sure, it's going to be a certainty that you will be able to do whatever you want. That's what's going to happen with that. That's why I wanted to make sure that I see the actual playbook that I want to make sure you guys using, that you guys are going to be using. Like I said, I would recommend the Seattle Seahawks playbook and just run their wing. But it is good to kind of check out some of the other playbooks and figure out where you want to do it. The next thing that I know you guys are going to be asking, do you need two? Well, the guy that I played had two. So I know for a fact that it works with two. If you guys don't want to use two puller elites, that's fine. I would test it out though and try to get out there and see what's good with it before everybody starts running it and then you don't have any idea what's going on. That is the bigger case that you guys will be missing out on if you guys don't go and do it right now. Okay, he has H-wing, so all of them are H-wing. But do they have Power O in here? Yeah, Power Alert X Looky. And it's the same thing with the left guard pulling from there. And he didn't have anything on his left guard. It was just his right guard and his center. So could it be a glitch, sort of like the way that you can't defend a fullback out of the strong wing? Because remember, with this right here, with the Las Vegas Raiders, they also have the strong wing. And yeah, and they got Power O out of this too. So you could have different variations of it if you wanted to just go straight crazy running the ball. That would definitely be a big plus for you guys that are having problems winning games. And I believe that this week, Weekend League is open, so you would have more opportunities to play bums. So it would work out pretty well. All right, here goes close. Do they have Power O in here? Why doesn't anybody have the Power O? Nobody has Power O in close except for the Saints? Where are the Saints at? Let me see what's going on in here. Because I know for a fact, dudes be running Power O on me, fam. Like, he got inside zone, but that's just the fullback doing what he's doing. So that nobody has that in there? That's pretty odd. All right. What was the New England playbook doing? They got tight. They got that. Yeah, that's pretty weird. So he's just running the ball like a savage beast with puller elite, and he doesn't even have anything else going on with him. Is that what was going on? That is absolutely weird. So guys, you probably just need to have it, and it just enhances all the run plays. But that run play he was running was very, very OP, and that's what he was running. It was the wing. So, and I guess you could, because it's an RPO in most of these, you could throw it to the wide receiver on the left. If you run the Power Alert X Looky, and the dude is just starting to run commit because he's frustrated, I guess you got the slant. But the idiot that I played never threw the slant. So, and I think that it might just be a glitch to where you have it on the right side and they automatically just hold up your players. So that's what I would do, guys. I recommend, based on all the stuff that we just saw, I guess we could look at the other playbooks because we just ran through all of them. I would recommend the Seattle Seahawks playbook. Like if I was gonna run this, and I probably will experiment with it because I know you guys gonna want to have the verdict on it. I think that might be the case to where it actually, having the two puller elites on the right side, it actually does something and makes them hold the players. They got a lot of eye close and eye form. What kind of craziness going on here? Okay, here goes Power O. So look, it doesn't even matter. In the 49er playbook, everything shows it on the left side. And the guy that I played had them both on the right side. You can try it realistically with football, but Madden is not real football. So that's probably why it's working. It's working because it's making the other guards, the guard in the center, react crazy, even though the other guard, he didn't have an ability. He's pulling, he's a natural puller, but the other guys are going crazy and just opening it up with Power O. So it looks like the 49er playbook, it looks like the 49er playbook has the Power O in the close. This might be, an OP playbook to run, to be quite honest, if you're going to go and try this out, because it has suitable run plays in it, and it doesn't look like you would have that much difficulty being able to do what I'm explaining for you guys to do right now. But I just recommend the Seattle Seahawks playbook because they have so many other things with that. You know what I'm saying? Like they have these runs, and then they go and they have really, really good shotgun plays. They have the regular H Pro with the basic stretch. So I would probably go with that, guys. If you need more information on it or any more breakdowns, let me know. Leave it in the comments. But I think most of you guys are going to get a lot more wins running this offense that I'm showing you now, running Puller Elite. Again, I would not put the Puller Elite on the left guard, even though it shows it in the play art. Madden is not real football. It might be a glitch, they might patch it, whatever, but it goes crazy when you put it on the center and the guard, based on the gameplay that I just experienced when that guy was a sweat and we beat him at the end of the game. He had it on the center and the guard. Let me know what you guys are thinking about it. I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. You guys go ahead and have a great day. Until next time. One love, y'all.